Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and you go against yourself, and it will take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 141, NASDAQ up 10, S&P's up 9.5, all with light volume, folks. Bottom line, hard to comprehend, not just light volume. So with contracting volume, light volume means that, yeah, you know, let's say you do 1 billion shares, 1.1, 1.05, 1.4, 1.04. Bottom line, this is contracting volume each and every day, which is so hard to do. If we go take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see is this. You know, I start the 3 o'clock show. Normally the SPY is doing at least 58, 60 million. Bottom line, we only did 67. And the 67, you know, yesterday you did 85. You're going into 160 as well as 201 million. That's how dramatic this thing is. SPY goes up 61 cents. If we go take a look at the 3Qs, 3Qs are getting a little tired out here. That did 32 million shares. You know, yesterday you did 40 million, and 40 million was still a contraction of volume. We're going into 111 million. So monster numbers out here on a contraction level. You just don't have buyers out here that will pay a higher price. IWM came with 20. Like they came with 20. Yesterday we did 25. The day before you did 29. But 20 is not the end of the world for the IWM. Now that's going into 37 as well as 36. So we're certainly going into some big numbers. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract wants higher price. What we have out here, this is hanging at the top of its range. We are at 1293.30 out here today. You did 172,000 contracts. Not bad contract volume. Bottom line, this thing wants 1365. We go inside the future market. I want to take a look at the crude oil. Crude oil came out with numbers today. Bottom line, fluctuated by about a buck, finished out even. The silver market, so we have with silver out here. Silver also was a flat market out here today. 47,000 contracts in the silver market. Now what silver did do, bottom line, rejected lower price, and yeah, we had lighter volume. So silver looks like it is building cause for higher price. Notes and bonds. Now notes and bonds are still telling quite a bit about the marketplace. What we did in both cases, you traded lower today. We had lighter volume. They both rejected lower price. They basically want higher price, and they want their highs. That's what's pretty amazing here, folks. You take a look at the 10-year, 123.08 is game. If we take a look at the yield structure, right now we're at 2.720. And if we take a look at that for the last 12 months, you can see that the low for the year is last 12 months, not for the year. Low for the last 12 months is 2.53. The high is 3.23. And bottom line is that if we go to the Fed fund future rate, this is the probabilities of when the Fed will do their next rate hike. Well, you can see the probabilities in all of 2019. The biggest probability out here today is 14.2%, and that would be in the June 9th meeting. You know, for all purposes, there's a higher probability that we get a rate cut than a rate hike. In December, you get a probability of 14% that the rates go down by 0.25%. In the January meeting of 2020, you get a 24% probability that the rates are going lower. So supply versus demand, the supply is less than the demand is right now in the markets in general. Let's go over and take a look at the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, XBT, folks, Bitcoin looks to me like, you know, what you're doing now in Bitcoin, we've been going sideways after we get that downdraft last week. You're at 3,500. I think 1,200 looks like it's game. This is going to be like really the next leg. If this breaks the 31.36, the next leg is like 18.52 in about a heartbeat, because there's not much in between. There's not much in between these levels in general. Okay, that's where I'm coming down with the 12 and 1300 level, because this is when you have, we traded 6 weeks between like the 3000 and the 2700, and then and that's where we're at right now, basically, you know. So, and we've been at this level now about 5 or 6 weeks. So the longer that you stay down at that level, the higher the probability is that, guess what, that baby is going to get broken, and then you're going to do a 100% move of a move, and that's a big number. CSX, let's go take a look at CSX, come out with numbers. That closed at $65.38. That right now is trading at $64.10, and let's see, so they missed, quarterly revenue, the revenue missed. That's a big number. You miss on revenue. That's pretty interesting, man. Their revenue, the estimate had been $3.12 billion. Well, let's say they took in 3.14. Earnings per share $1.06. And look at this. Oh, this is intense. So check this out. This is CSX, folks. And let me pull this up. They completed, let me just see this for a second. Look at this. This is intense. They completed their $5 billion buyback deal. So what you don't know is that, you know, what are the prices they paid at. But I can tell you, unless they bought like 2 weeks ago, you know, at the $58, bottom line is that they'd be buying all the way down, because this stock had a high of $76. It closed today at 65. It's trading right now at 64.25. And what's really intriguing about that is that if you, in fact, you know, are buying back your stock, and you're talking about buying back a lot of stock, not a smallest amount of stock. You buy, you know, $5 billion in stock back, and that you can't hold that market up. That's a big number. Meaning we can't hold your market price up. Some of the higher volume equities out here, you had First Data is getting taken over by Pfizer. That was up $3.70. Chesapeake Energy was flat. You had Wells Fargo up $1.27. Banks had some action out here today, folks. Goldman came out with numbers. Well, what you had out here is that on Monday, Citigroup came out with numbers. They weren't great. That went higher. JP Morgan came out yesterday morning, and they definitely weren't good, and that went up. Morgan Stanley's going to be out here tomorrow morning, and Morgan Stanley was going up all day. Yeah, it ended up being up $1.61. Their numbers are going to come out at 0700 tomorrow morning. Stay right there, folks. Got our man, Mr. Dave White, coming up. He's going to be growling and prowling with us. Get to the front page of our website at TFNN and the featured content. You're going to check out the path of least resistance. Dave's going to be doing a workshop come 45 minutes, folks.